Hello, and welcome to this episode of Batman D&D from the Nerd Cops podcast. Previously, so this is our third episode. So the first episode is basically them, Renner and Casey, figuring out that they are Dick Grayson and Batman, respectively. They fought Solomon Grundy in a warehouse, but more or less that's the summary of that one. Episode 2 was much more of a trying to figure out what's going on. So they visited Barbara Gordon's uh, apartment, didn't find her, did find her phone, noticed that Dick Grayson's car has been messed with. Before that, they did contact Alfred and tried to get hold of Jim Gordon, I believe. And then, so we basically ended with them heading to the Batcave. Uh, Nightwing did a little bit of technology stuff and found the location that Poison Ivy is most likely at. I think the last thing they did was basically suited up. And so that leaves us where we are. So anything y'all want to do before y'all leave?
No. Casey?
Potty break. Sorry, I have kids. That's the first thing that popped in my brain. With that said, no, I mean, I guess we got our gear. If we suited up properly, we got all our gear. Let's go
Nah,
check it
we
out.
suited up improperly. You're wearing
It's
the
backwards.
Nightwing suit. You're tearing open those seams of the Nightwing suit. I'm barely fitting into the bat suit.
What an image. I'm ready to go. We ready
Okay.
to roll?
I'm waiting on you.
Cool. I'm ready.
Okay, talk me through how y'all want to get there.
I say separate vehicles. What do you say?
Could be safer. Are we going to the same spot though?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going anywhere else. The only knowledge we have is where Poison Ivy is.
Right.
So
I mean, that's fair. Just want to double check where your head's at. Yeah.
Okay,
Two separate
Casey,
vehicles.
what vehicle are you taking?
The Batmobile.
Okay, Renner, Nightwing, whatever.
his motorcycle.
Perfect. Okay, so y'all take your vehicles, y'all start heading that way. There's no conversation to be had because y'all are not in the same vehicle. Y'all probably could talk to each other if y'all needed to. I'm assuming you're okay if we just jump straight to the park.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all have driven to the park. I'm assuming in both of your vehicles you have some way to know where the tracker is coming from, right? Is that a fair assumption?
Well,
Or would you
apparently
just...
we are
I would
in
assume so.
the MapQuest era of time, so no,
You-
I have MapQuest directions printed out. No,
Okay.
we have Wayne Tech. No.
Yes,
We're able to
yes.
like do stuff, so
Okay.
we just probably follow.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk y'all through. I'm gonna push y'all to a certain spot, and then I'll explain it from there. So, basically, y'all find a safe location for your vehicles and start following via your technology on you, and you get to
Beep,
a point
beep,
in the
beep.
park, and that's where you see, you match up almost exactly with where you're located. So I'm gonna just describe what you're seeing now. So I'm going to say ahead of you is north and just base everything else on around that. So north of you, you see just a field of trees. And then on either side of the trees are just kind of big boulders as kind of decoration. To the southeast of you is just kind of a generic parking lot, which for the thing that is southwest of you, just a big kids' playground. And that's all you see. And oh, just FYI, you are in a park and it is just a field of grass. That is what you are currently standing in, just an empty field where you would just assume that, this is where kids would just be playing soccer or whatever. There's nothing
Well,
specific
we are the
about
Bat
that.
family, so of course, fuck public parks. We're just driving through all of this.
You are out of your vehicles now.
Boo!
So I mentioned that
Screw city property.
no, I
Okay,
mentioned
so-
you had found a safe place for your car. You are now on foot. So
South.
I mean, we don't
southwest is a
necessarily need a
playground.
safe place for the vehicles. As soon as anybody touches them, they get electrocuted.
That's fair.
So there's trees.
Yeah,
There's
we
like
got
a children's playground.
forest of
There's a
trees,
parking
playground,
lot.
and a parking lot.
Can we see anything? Like, obviously, like this is like it's a lit parking lot, and I'm assuming it's a lit playground, right?
It is a lit parking lot. It is not a lit playground. Um, I think I'm trying to put my time frame. I'm gonna say it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So there are no cars in the parking lot. There's no people around at all.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn my bike back on, and then like because it's small and maneuverable, I'm gonna aim the headlight at the playground.
Playground. Okay. So however that works. So yeah, you just see a swing, slides and jungle gym.
Anybody
No,
there?
nobody's there.
Okay, I turned the
It's
bike
a
off.
playground.
It's obviously the woods.
Yeah. I mean, is our cars at that parking lot, or did we put it somewhere else?
I would say y'all put it somewhere else. I
Okay.
feel like you wouldn't park the Batmobile in a public parking lot.
We're parked. We're parked at like this park
Fair.
has like it's like Central Park, so like there's like a front gate that has like a road access to it. We're just parked right there.
I like
is-
it.
Ain't nobody
honestly,
getting in this park.
It's not something I've really ever thought about. It's just like whenever Batman takes the Batmobile out to crime, he's just got to park that somewhere. And
He's just parking
you
on the
just
road, like
yeah, I just never
somewhere.
really thought about that before. I mean, except in the Batman movie from 1989, I do think that plays a little part, like people trying to take his car stuff and things. But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, continue.
So we got this forest sitting in front of us and 2 boulders. Do we want to like have any strategy going up there, or do we just want to go forward?
What I don't know, world's greatest detective. What do you think?
I'm not actually Batman. Spoiler alert. I am going to get closer and hide behind the.
I was role playing Casey.
Oh, I was not.
I know.
There's a little bit of a pattern in these videos where
Yeah, there is.
that tends to be the case.
Well, he switches it on and off. I never
His
know.
also his real personality and Dick Grayson's do have some similarity.
They do. That's true. So yeah, I'm gonna move slowly and carefully move up to. I'll even be specific. I'll say the northwest rock.
Okay.
What was that?
Sorry, the first thing that came to mind is like, yeah, I might have his personality, but God, I wish I had his ass. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, okay, so he are you perching on the rock or are you just
No. I'm gonna stand behind from where we are. I'm just gonna be standing behind it. Never mind. I have to perch on the rock. No, not yet. I'm not gonna stand on top of a rock right now. Let's try to
just cut to the video clip of what a bunch of a-holes.
Okay, what are you doing around the rock?
Can I, now that I'm closer, can I do a perception check? Is there anything that I see or notice?
I think it'll be an investigation check.
Or
So
whatever.
Go ahead and go ahead and give me an investigation.
Yeah.
I also need your information to remember what your things are on that.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a natural 1. I'm next to a boulder.
That's a rock.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
It's a big rock.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
my rolls have been rough.
D&D might make you the dumbest Batman in history.
So I
that's fine.
go over to Bruce.
Okay.
Reach
It's okay, buddy. I got
reach
this.
I reach down and grab from his utility belt his back periscope so I can look over the rock and see what's beyond the rock.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll for investigation on that as well.
Okay. $15.
Okay. So you do the periscope thing, so you see over the rock, probably about 20, 30 feet ahead of you, you just see kind of the main road. Between there and there is you do see that the trees that you see on the border is just kind of a beginning of a forest of trees. It's not just one line of trees. But other than that, you don't see anything particularly, like you don't see any like people or footprints or anything like that.
Okay. So there's no cover. This is fun. Other than the trees. So
with the investigation, I will also give you this because that was a pretty high roll. You do still have your tracker, and you do see that you have moved away from the point that it says they are still actively. So that's all I'll say for now.
So going towards the woods moved us away from the tracker.
Correct.
So we need to go
Okay,
back and
I start
investigate.
I then like turn around and I start walking towards the parking lot.
Okay.
Looking at the tracker still.
Okay. So you do that, you get to the point where you match up pretty much exactly where you are supposed to be, and you're pretty much exactly where you started. Because we started with being lined up with the tracker. So you have if you're looking north, you've got the trees in front of you, playground to the south, west of you, parking lot to the southeast of you.
Okay, so so essentially we're on the beacon, like we're on where we're supposed to be.
Effectively, yes.
I look around for phones on the ground of this road at this point, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I won't make you roll for that one. You do not see any phones.
Does he see anything else?
Not particularly. Not around here, no.
But you're is there a manhole? Am I standing on a manhole cover?
You are standing on grass. All you see around you is grass.
Nothing that looked like maybe you've been buried?
Nope.
Is there anything above us at all?
Sky.
Just
We're
sky.
in a park.
Yep. No, it's a good question. It's a good question, but no, it's just sky.
I don't know. Just okay.
Okay, first off, how did this much grass get in the middle of Gotham? This is so weird. Anyway,
I did look at the map and I picked the only little grassy spot I could find on the map. So.
Nice. Okay, so well, shit. I walk back towards the cars. Is there a manhole cover by the cars?
No.
Is there any underground access point anywhere in the vicinity?
Not that you can see.
Ooh. Could we radio Alfred and ask for schematics or something? Not radio.
Computer, give me the nearest manhole cover.
The computer. Yeah.
Computer.
Pewter.
Okay. Okay. So basically, computer spits out some information at you and points you to the road of just like where the manholes would be over there.
And that's beyond those trees.
It's beyond the trees,
right?
So which is farther away from where you're going.
But deeper into the park. Farther away from where we need to go, but deeper into the park. Was that a nod of yes?
I don't know if that would be the park anymore.
I'm just gonna acknowledge that you asked a question because I really don't know how to acknowledge that question. So the phrasing of that was a little odd, so I don't know how to.
So I'm standing So I'm currently standing where I need to go. There's the forest, but then there is the road that runs
let's
through the
clarify.
park.
Let's clarify, because this is an important thing, and if people haven't listened to this, so the beacon is what? I'll let you elaborate what the beacon is.
It is a couple of pinged cell phones off of a tower that were near us when we were in the warehouse. So the only other phones are the people that were with Grundy.
Okay.
And we tracked them here to where we have intel, apparently, that Ivy is here.
Correct. Sorry.
So.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go over to the manhole cover and lift it.
Okay. It comes off, I suppose.
I use one of my sticks.
I could tell he did not expect us to do this.
I thought I gave enough of a hint to not go down this path, but here we are. So
this is D&D, Casey. This is D&D, Casey.
It's D&D,
Also,
Casey,
Nathaniel,
and you're picking up on the right hints, and the other person isn't. So,
and also, Nathaniel, you know that 90% of D&D is side quests that nobody asked for.
Like digging around manhole covers. Okay, remind me what you just said you did.
You
open the manhole cover.
Up the manhole cover, and I jumped down.
God. Okay. Yeah. So you fall about 7 feet, and you realize that it's literally just a drainage thing. It's not actually like a sewer system that would be used for like residential areas. So you can kind of see from your left, it's just water comes through. I don't know how manhole sewers work really, so I'm just kind of making this crap up as I go.
Wait,
there's nothing useful here.
Seriously though, you never like crawled into the sewer when you were a kid?
I watched it when I was too young, probably. So
well, that's fair.
Don't do that.
Down here.
You'll float too.
Okay. Float too.
Okay.
Georgie.
Okay, Casey, I'm gonna push you.
Hang on, I'm thinking. So if he has something else to mess with you with,
I climb out of the manhole cover.
Good idea.
I put the manhole cover back on because I don't want anybody to fall in.
Very responsible.
And I walk back towards the beacon.
Okay.
I'm just in the middle here. Grasses.
I'm going to push this forward a little bit. I gave y'all like 3 pieces of information, and y'all have done a little bit of what I gave you. Keep doing that stuff. Also, one of y'all rolled a 1 for an investigation, and no one really did anything past that except for look over the rock. So
yeah, I mean, just the rock is what I want to go back to. I just don't know what to do. I mean, part of this is side between us with D&D. Like, is there anything else? Like, if I roll a 1 in investigation, can I try that again?
I would say I probably wouldn't let you just investigate the rock again directly, but you could look around. He could investigate the rock. You have other things you also need to investigate, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go back over the rock.
Pewter, show me a 3D scan of the area underneath me right now.
Okay. Not giving you that one. This is apparently the 90s, so no. So okay.
I go back to the rock. Hold on.
I'm gonna pause you. I'm gonna let Casey do a little bit because you've done a lot. So
Casey's just been trying to figure out what to do. So I'm gonna go back over to the rocks. Because even though I rolled a 1, I feel like they're suspicious.
Which rock are you going to? You've got the one on the northwest, the one on the northeast.
I'll go to the northeast one this time.
Okay.
If I can't investigate, I will.
You can investigate this rock. It is a different rock. I would allow you to investigate it.
Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and start with there.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Oh, that's better. 19.
There you go.
Yay!
Okay. Thank God. So
Right?
the rock itself just kind of seems like a normal rock. As you look around it, that is where you do see some footprints that seem to be leading to the rock, and kind of a tree kind of near it. But
Yes,
after
gotta love the
there's no tree, there's no footprints going away from the rock.
All going towards it. Okay. I try to move the rock. See if it's. I mean, you said it looked like a normal rock, but I'm going to test that theory and see if it's movable at all.
No, this is Dwayne the Rock.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. 12.
Okay.
Wait, is that with your modifier?
So it'd be 12 plus 2.
Oh,
no,
okay.
wait, that's you. Sorry, 12 plus 3. So 15. Yeah, so you give it a really good push. It kind of like, don't want to use the wrong adjective here. Like, it actually does have a little bit of give, but you can't push it over or anything. You can't push it down or anything like that. It just has like, normally if you pushed a rock that big, you just wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
But it does have like a little, like, it, you push it, but it comes back.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to call Dick over there.
I come over. What?
I tell him what we discovered thus far.
I narrow my eyes and I look at the rock. I take my stick out and I whack it.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Rolled a hit, I guess.
That's funny.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it, I guess. So roll for damage. I don't know
what. Well, you never gave me like what my sticks are, so like should I just roll like a d8?
Sure.
Nathaniel is really thrown off by all of this, and I love it.
8. So Matt,
cool.
So 16 with the critical hit.
Yep. So you do 16 damage to this rock, like a decent sized chunk just flies off. But you do see with that chunk that it is actually a rock.
It is real rock. Okay.
We did like learn a weird noise or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, technically, when you hit it, it would probably do that little movement that I just described to Casey. But since you were doing it in that way, you probably wouldn't have even really noticed it.
Did it move in a specific way?
Like,
does it move that way every single time, like from any direction, or is it just from the direction that
it moves from the direction it's been pushed or hit?
Just for clarification, so like if I went to the other side of the rock opposite of Bruce and it
would go away from you and then come back. Okay, I am gonna push you in a little direction. Where were describe what you saw about the footprints to me. I want to make sure y'all notice something.
I thought you said that the footprints go
towards
the rock, but not away from it. Like they just go to it.
That is correct. Except for there was a track that also went somewhere else. And then from there went to the rock. Did y'all catch that one?
Oh. No, I don't know if you.
I did say it.
I don't know.
I might have said it quickly, but there is the tree closest to the rock. There are footprints to that tree.
Oh, I do remember. Okay. There's a trigger on that. We go check that out.
The tree. Yeah. I go to the tree.
And
I investigate the tree.
There you go. Okay. Give me a roll.
Stare at it.
That's a tree.
That's my job. You're not allowed to take my tree.
19.
Okay.
Bro, I'm gonna be kicking some ass tonight whenever we get into
I'm gonna laugh when like combat comes and you just get your ass kicked.
That one critical failure. I take my stick and swing it and it immediately hits me in my own face, breaking my nose. Anyway. Okay, so I investigate the tree.
Yes. So you kind of can see now that you're a little bit closer that this tree does look like the other trees, but it does have some slight differences. Like you can see certain branches just don't branch in the same way, but there's one branch in particular that looks mechanical in a way. And then everything else just pretty much looks like it's been made to match exactly that tree.
Got it. I take the stick, I put it on the branch, and I pull down.
Okay. The branch does give way, and as you do that, you hear behind you the rocks start to rumble and just start to descend.
I run over and I jump on the rock.
Okay. Casey, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to join them.
Perfect.
We're hanging together. We're in this together.
Rock elevator.
Yes. So y'all do take the rock elevator all the way down. It's about 30 feet. So I'll just say good job on the taking the rock down.
I thought you were about to say it was about 30 minutes, and I'm like, how deep did this fucker go?
No, so it was about 30 feet. So y'all did a good job at just jumping straight on the rock. So that would have been a little bit of a struggle to get down. As you enter the cave, effectively, you see these vines, and they're pretty thick vines. And this is where, forgive my forcefulness here, but each vine has a different name on it, and it repeats. And I'm going to send these people a list through our communication source. And so it goes Joker, Penguin, Hush, Catwoman, Riddler, Clayface, Two-Face, Mad Hatter, and repeats that 5 times. It's just that order 5 times. And each vine is about the size of a shoe. They're very,
Your
very
shoe
thick
or my
vines.
shoe?
The average between.
So, okay. Vines with names on it.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Do they go anywhere?
So they basically are just vines that go straight up to the wall and like surround the entire enclosure. And you can kind of see in front of you just some light, but it's not close enough to really see. But these vines are your entirety between where you are and there.
And you said like they go up to the ceiling?
And yeah, they're just each vine just surrounds like its section for that thing. So there's no way to like around it.
So essentially we have to go down this tunnel. That's our only access point.
Correct.
Are there things on the floor?
That is where that's where the words actually are. They're on the floor.
So essentially we're in a giant vine ball. It like
effectively,
dome.
Yes.
That the floor is made of the same vine and the dome is.
Yes.
Hey Bruce, you have your grapple gun?
Yeah.
You wanna point it at the end of the hall, please? So we don't have to touch the ground.
I think that's a good idea, so we try it.
Okay, you shoot the grapple gun. The end of the grapple gun goes. As it is going, a vine comes out and just grabs it and basically yanks it away.
I look over at Dick and say, "Yeah, I don't have one anymore." That sucks.
You know what? I don't know what I thought would happen, but I don't think that was that was it.
I don't think that's what I assumed.
Okay, I take out my stick and I touch it to one of the vines.
Which one?
The closest one to us. So I'm assuming
Probably
that's
Joker.
Mad Hatter or Mad Hatter?
Joker. I put them in order. So Joker's the first one. It goes down from there.
Okay, so I touch Joker, I guess.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I turn on the taser.
Like the area in which you are touching gets a little darkened, but the rest of the vine is fine. But nothing, It does not react to that.
I then reach over and I touch the one that says penguin.
Same thing.
I electrocute it.
Same thing.
Next one. Same process.
Okay, so you take your take that. As soon as it touches, this is the word hush, a vine comes out and just grabs it and holds on to dear life.
I electrocute it.
It gets a little singed, but it has a grip on that thing and is not letting go.
I take my other stick.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm going to take that one back. I just remembered something I did here. So you are effectively attacking it with the electrocution. So I need you to roll to attack.
Would you like me to DM correct or make a DM statement?
Sure.
Technically, because I'm not necessarily swinging at it, it is holding the object in which it is attacking. I don't technically have to roll to hit. That would just be instant damage.
Okay, I will accept that. Yep. Okay, so roll a D8 to determine how much damage.
6.
Okay. The vine gets really angry at you and just kind of disappears back to normal, but does let go of your stick. But just it basically completely rebuilds itself in the exact same way that it was. But you do have your stick back.
Okay. I take my bat gum out of my utility belt because Bruce always keeps us stocked with minty fresh bat gum.
Okay.
I take one of the pieces and I put it on the one that says hush.
Did you expect gum to come into play, Nathaniel?
Talk me through what that looked like. Like, what is the process of you doing that? Are you putting it like are you taking it and dropping it, or are you
I'm taking it and drop? I'm doing what I can to avoid actually touching the vine. I'm basically taking it, and like if this is the vine, I'm like dropping it like right here and then quickly taking my hand back. I'm not tossing it because I could miss.
Okay.
But
so in that case, so as soon as it touches the vine, it opens up and just swallows the bubble gum.
Cool. So I put a tentative foot onto the one that says Joker.
Okay. Nothing happens. You are able to step on it and you are fine.
I put another tentative foot down, so I'm standing on the one that says Penguin.
Okay. You're fine.
I reach over Hush and touch the Catwoman one with my stick.
That one is fine.
I step over the Hush one to step on the Catwoman one.
Okay, you're fine.
I touch the Riddler one.
Okay, you're fine.
I step on the Riddler one.
You're fine.
I touch the Clayface one.
With what?
The stick.
Stick gets grabbed.
Shock vine.
Roll for damage.
8!
Okay, same thing. It gets angry, lets go, completely rebuilds self.
I step over Riddler.
Okay. On to Two-Face or Mad Hatter.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. It's Clayface. I forgot. I thought we were still on Riddler. No, I touched Clayface. That made the vine thing happen. So I then reach over Clayface and touch Two-Face with the stick.
Okay, it's fine.
I step on Two-Face.
It's fine.
Okay, that was an interesting sentence I never expected to say in my life. I then touch Mad Hat. Okay, nope. This is getting wrong now that I'm thinking about it.
You touch the vine that says...
I touch the vine that says Mad Hatter with my stick.
Stick gets grabbed.
So who are you standing on?
He's standing on Two-Face.
On Two-Face.
Could you just jump over?
You shock the vine? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, roll for damage.
5.
Okay, same thing. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pause you here because now we are at the point where it is repeating. Casey, what do you do?
Okay, yeah. So up to this point, I'm notating what I'm not going to poke it with the stick if he already has done the legwork. So I am behind him, just following what he's doing, basically.
Walking around doing what he's doing. Okay, cool.
But there's 5 of these.
Okay, so with that said, he's gotten you up to this point. Do you want to move forward, or are you going to wait for him to do whatever he's about to do next?
So I can get around him just with the setup, how all this is.
Yes, it's a relatively wide cave, so you could be going along. You could actually be doing this at the same time if you wanted to be.
Okay.
Yeah, you could be just mirroring my steps at this point.
Yeah, I mean.
So talk to between yourselves. Is that what you want to do, or do you want to do something different?
Is there any tactical advantage for me to go ahead of you?
No.
I mean, not really.
I mean, do you have something that you can reach one of the vines and see if it's safe?
The chair leg. I'm just kidding.
You left that at the cave. No, that's mine, and we left it at the cave. Unless you took it without permission.
I picked one up too at one point,
and I took it from you.
I think this was pre-recording, but I did tell y'all that y'all both left your chair legs at the cave.
I know.
So.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a pokey stick, so I'm going to go ahead and let him. I guess I don't. I can't think of anything that I would have that could do that. So I'm going to let him continue this path.
Okay, just so we're clear, at this point, y'all are now halfway through the cave. So you have the same set ahead of you that you just passed.
Isn't there?
Did you just say we're halfway?
I changed it. So
okay.
Yes, you are correct. Okay. For the sake of time and sanity, I have now changed it.
I poke the Joker one.
It is fine.
I step on it.
It is fine.
I poke the penguin one.
It is fine.
I step on it.
It grabs you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, you said it was fine.
It knows. It's like it knows the difference between a poke and a foot.
The Joker was fine. So with that said, your foot is now stuck within the penguin. With that said, Casey, you have been mirroring this whole time. You're fine. You stepped on the penguin as well, and you're still good.
What the fuck?
I think from here on out, I'm going to stay behind him. I'm not going to duplicate what he does immediately. But I'm fine. He's not. What? Yeah. Seriously. What the crap?
I'd give him a stick.
Do you not want to like use it to hit it or electrocute it?
I have two.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I take the stick.
I take my stick and I like put it into I stab it into the vine, like near my foot, not immediately next to my foot.
Okay.
And I zap it.
Since you are attacking it now, I am going to make you roll to hit.
12.
That hits. Roll for damage.
6.
You're free.
Okay, I take my foot off of it.
Backwards or forwards?
Backwards. I'm not going to step on it again.
I'm going to be pedantic. You stepped off of the penguin one onto the Joker one, and the Joker one grabbed you.
Why would that one grab you now and not the first time?
I don't know, Bruce. I do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, roll to hit.
15.
You're hit.
6.
It's fine. That voice crack made that perfect.
Um,
Casey, Batman, what would you like to do? So you are standing on Penguin, and still at this point, you do have the stick now that you got from Nightwing, but so far nothing has attacked you.
I feel the need to help him, but I don't really know what to do about it.
He just freed himself, so he's
Oh,
not
you did succeed.
He did succeed.
Yeah.
He succeeded in
Okay.
freeing himself. Now he's just confused. So
well, that's fair.
And at this point, now I'm standing on the.
You're still standing on Joker. For your own sanity, I'm going to let that happen because if you step backwards, we're going to be here for a long time. So.
Okay, so we can't go backwards. He just gave that. I don't know if that was a giveaway, but we definitely can't go backwards.
We already knew we couldn't step on that one. The one that's behind me.
Yeah, the one that's behind him is Mad Hatter. So take that for what you will.
So we couldn't step on Hush last time, but I'm going to poke Hush and just see if there's a different outcome of this.
Grabs your stick.
Okay. Okay, I guess.
Do you want to zap it to get your stick back?
I guess I want to. Yeah, I got to zap it. So.
Okay, so roll for damage.
Let's do that.
D8.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. 8.
Cool. Let's go with the stick. You're good to go.
Okay. Can I reach over and poke Catwoman?
Yes. Listen, this made me laugh. I'm sorry. I'm immature. It's fine.
I'm smiling. I thought it was funny too.
And I set it up for you, so don't worry. I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
It's fine.
Okay, I'm going to step over Hush and get on.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to do. Just do it.
Get on the vine that says Catwoman.
There you go.
You are standing on the vine that says Catwoman, and you are fine.
Okay.
I'm going to jump over back to Renner for a second. What are you doing next? So you are back on the first Joker of the second wave.
I'm going to wait.
Okay. Now, something I'm just going to point out here, just to help visualize this. I did say each vine is about the size of a foot. So you don't have to step one at a time. That's not necessarily a hint for one of you or the other of you. That is just an informative thing.
Okay.
We have skipped over, so it has been implied that we can at least skip over 2, but depending on what you want to do, there's possibilities there. So, with that said, he's waiting. So, Casey, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna jump all the way through all of them. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to see. So I'm here.
You're halfway through at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke Riddler.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna step on Riddler.
Your foot gets taken.
Cool. I'm going to attack.
Okay.
I reckon.
So roll to attack. So that is a D20.
15.
Okay, that hits. So then you roll a D8 to see how much damage.
8.
Cool. You're good. So you're standing.
The same thing.
Yes. You're standing on Riddler, but you're no longer stuck.
Okay.
Bruce, give me my stick back.
Don't you have 2?
I gave you 1.
Okay. I hand it to him.
I like twirl my sticks in my hand, thinking a moment. Then I leap.
Okay.
Do I have a distance that I can jump? Do you have something for that?
I'll say for the sake, I'd say you can probably jump about 5 feet on your max, which is
okay. So decent. I can basically jump from Joker to Riddler.
Yes, you could do that.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Hold on. But I know I'm setting myself up here. Instead of landing on my feet, I'm going to do a somersault in the air and then use my sticks and land on those, balancing on them on Riddler.
Okay. I'm definitely going to ask for an athletics check here. So
do you want so athletics, so that would be specifically dexterity.
Yeah. So you have a +4 on that, which makes sense.
I do.
So go for it.
15 plus 4.
19.
19.
Okay. So you've already talked through what that looks like. So your sticks are poking into the vine. As soon as the sticks touch the vine, they both get grabbed. But you are fine. You are not being grabbed, just your sticks.
I turned them both on.
Okay. Roll 2 d8s for me.
10 total damage.
Okay. What are they individually, though?
5 and 5.
Perfect. Okay. So yes, they both let go. You're now, kind of just balancing on it. Would you like to step down or not?
No, I would not like to step down.
What would you like to do
What
next?
I'm going to do is very carefully balance myself, because I'm on Riddler, right?
Yes.
I am going to balance myself where I'm taking one of the sticks out.
Okay.
And I'm going to reach it forward to where now this other one is on Two-Face.
Okay. So it is touching Two-Face.
Correct.
It gets grabbed.
I take the other one and I push myself off so that way I'm balancing on the one that's specifically stuck in Two-Face.
Okay.
And I touch myself over to the past of it. So now I'm on no vines.
You're reaching towards the end, effectively.
Yes.
Okay. I see what you're going
I
for.
can roll another dexterity if you'd like.
I need you to roll another dexterity.
10, so 14.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk you through how this works here. So
you're gonna be a dick.
So I'm gonna just complete the chain of you using that momentum, right? So as you do this, you're stuck in Two-Face, and you're going over, and as you go over, you just kind of slip a little bit, and I'm going to say your other hand touches Mad Hatter, and so your stick is stuck and your hand is stuck, but the rest of your body is on the safe ground.
Okay. Electrocute Two-Face.
Okay. Roll for damage.
6.
Cool. That hand's free.
Stab. Next to hand.
Roll for damage.
13.
Roll for damage. You were supposed to roll a d8.
But I stabbed it. Because I attacked it. I was an attack.
That was to hit. Okay, sorry. Yes, so that hits. So okay, then now roll for damage. Sorry. I was just like, what the? I got very confused. Cool. Y'all are getting some really good damage rolls. You are a little frazzled, but you are safely on the other side of the vines. So I'm going to pause on you. I'm going to cut. While you are doing this, Casey is doing whatever he's about to say. So you are currently on the Riddler, if I am not mistaken, Casey.
Yep, I think that's right. 1, 2, 3. Would I be able to just jump to try to get to the end?
Yeah,
there?
you're about 3 or 4 feet away. You could definitely try.
Let's try it.
Okay, so you have a +2 on your dexterity, so go ahead and roll a d20.
19.
Okay. You jump, you're fine. You look at Dick Grayson and you're like, wasn't that hard. Okay. Before we get to the next part, I want to explain what all of that was about.
Okay.
So that was only villains that have been in major Batman motion pictures, and you can only touch the vines the amount of times they have been in a movie motion picture. So
Oh.
Yeah, we
So
were never
fuck
going to figure that out.
you.
Yeah, we were never going to put that together.
No, which you really weren't supposed to. It's just that's a fun little thing that I did just to be like, you had so many touches. So Renner, that's why Renner got stuck more than you, because you only each person had their own count. So you basically halved Renner's count at first. So when he had touched Joker 4 times, you'd only touched him 2. So like that's why you had a much easier path there. So
makes sense.
But yeah, that's what was going on there. So okay. Y'all both stand up. To say the least, Nightwing has made a decent amount of noise at this point through all of this. So as you're kind of standing up.
What? I'm a gymnast. I was silent.
As you fell and got your hand stuck in a vine. So as you see, you can kind of see there are 2 guards who you haven't seen before starting to head your way, and then the 2 guards from the original encounter that y'all had at the Grundys are a little hesitantly following them, and then in the opposite of foreground, whatever that's called, you see kind of a throne of vines with Ivy sitting there, implying that she had just sent them your way. So with that said,
I throw my stick at the first one.
With that said,
sorry.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Nerd Cops podcast. Definitely check in next week. You can kind of tell where we're going to kick off there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week, and we'll talk to y'all later.